Hi! Welcome to our first day together. We are going to be making fruit dips and cutting up some fruit to go with that. You can also use the dips for animal crackers or graham crackers, pretzels. It's a lot of fun stuff going on. So here we go. All right. The first thing we want to do is read through the recipes to make sure we have everything, to make sure everything's ready to go. So we are going to be making 3 dip recipes. Peanut butter dip, which is half a cup of peanut butter, 5 to 6 ounces or 1 cup of vanilla yogurt. It could be Greek yogurt too, that's fine. 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon of honey. So I have my peanut butter, honey, and I got the yogurt out of the fridge. So I'm all ready for that one. And then always read the directions too. So in a small bowl, combine the peanut butter and the yogurt and mix until thoroughly combined. Add a little honey to sweeten. We're also going to be making a strawberry dip. And that one we're going to need a 5 to 6 ounce container of strawberry yogurt, and that can be Greek yogurt again. And 8 ounces of whipped topping, which I forgot to get out of the freezer, so hold on. You're going to want to take this out of the freezer and let it thaw, otherwise it's very difficult to mix right now. So we're going to just leave that on the side. And that one, the directions are very easy. Mix together, that's it. All right, and then finally we're going to make an easy caramel dip, which is 8 ounces of softened cream cheese or whipped cream cheese, 3/4 cup of brown sugar packed, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So I have whipped cream cheese. It's very easy to use. If you're using the softened cream cheese block, then put that out on the counter maybe 30 minutes beforehand so that it's easy to mix with the yogurt. Nope, with the brown sugar and vanilla. This is why we read the directions. All right, and I also have my vanilla. So I'm all ready to go with that one too. This one, it says mix the cream cheese and brown sugar well. Add your vanilla, mix again, and chill for at least 30 minutes before serving. So I'm going to make this one first so that it can chill in the fridge while we are making the other dips and cut up the fruit. So here we go. Now I like whipped cream cheese because you can just take it right out of the container and it's pretty easy to mix. So we'll just plop that all in there. And this is an 8 ounce container. Otherwise one of those blacks is usually 8 ounces too. And then brown sugar. So what they mean by packed is they want you to not just like plop it in there. They want you to actually make sure that it's packed in there, which is, so I like use the side of the container. So like that's packed. So I'm using a 1/4 cup, which if I need 3/4 cups, that means I'm going to need to do this 3 times. Or if it's easier, then use a 1/2 cup and a 1/4 cup together, and that will get you 3/4 cup. I'm going to do this way because I'm all ready to go with that, so why not? Less dishes maybe to have to wash at the end. All right, so I'm putting my 3/4 cups in there. I'm just going to put my brown sugar away. All right, so we're going to mix it. Now, obviously, you want to leave this down while you mix it, not having to show the camera what's going on. We're just going to gently combine that together. Oh, I'm using a spatula. So make sure you have one of those. I find it easier to be able to scrape the sides. Woo! I'm spilling all over the counter. By the way, make sure your countertop is clean. I just made sure to, clean it with just a light dishcloth. That brown sugar is flying everywhere, isn't it? All right, so we are mixing this together. So you can see it's already looking good. I wonder if I need to turn on the light. All right, so that is mixed together pretty well. Then we're going to add our vanilla. So you're going to need 1 teaspoon. Now make sure you're not adding a tablespoon, just a teaspoon. And just very carefully pour and put it in the bowl. And then mix well again. That didn't take very long at all. And then you get this lovely caramel kind of color. All right, so I'm just making sure I scrape it on, making sure that all of it is mixed in, especially at the bottom. All right, I am going to put this in a container to put in the fridge because I actually want to use this bowl again for making my other 2 dips. So hold on a second. Hi, I'm back. So I put my caramel dip in a container to put in the fridge, and I washed my bowl and my spatula. All right, so on to the next one. I'm going to make the peanut butter dip next. So I'm going to need, read the directions again, 1/2 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of vanilla yogurt or one of the small containers, 5 to 6 ounces, and our honey. All right, so the yogurt is going to be very easy to just pull up in the bowl. Again, you use these scraper spatulas. They are fantastic. Otherwise, just use a spoon. All right, so that's emptied out. And then 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Now, I don't want to use my spatula because this one's got yogurt all over it. So I'm going to use a spoon. And then just take the peanut butter out of the jar and put it in the cup. As you can see, it's not full yet, so I'm going to have to do this a couple of times. Ooh, we're getting close. A little bit more. It's not quite like flat to the top. All right. Okay, a little bit more. I like peanut butter, so I'm okay if there's a little bit of extra peanut butter in there. Perfect! It seems like it's pretty flat to the top. All right. Plop that in the bowl, I should say. All right. All right, I did the best I could with my spoon, but now I can actually use my spatula because this is going to go obviously into the sink to get washed for later. And I'm not going to put any more peanut butter in there. All right, so just try your best to get as much as you can out. You don't want to be wasting food. All right, so that's about as good as I'm going to get it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to combine this and mix until thoroughly mixed or combined. So again, I really like the spatulas for this purpose, so you can scrape the sides. Make sure to get it at the bottom. You don't want a big chunk of peanut butter or yogurt at the bottom, not mixed in. So just kind of turn it around. Just keep mixing, stirring. All right, I can see some streaks of yogurt still in there. I don't know if you can, so I'm just going to keep mixing. All right, looks pretty good. All right, and then it says 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon of honey. So what you're going to want to do is get another spoon for tasting. Maybe a couple. All right, so what we're going to do is, I'm actually going to get cooking spray. Hold on a second. Now you might be thinking, Miss Seiler, what do you need cooking spray for? Well, in order for the honey to easily come out of the teaspoon, it's going to need a little bit of cooking spray. So I'm just going to spray this over the sink. Just so that it doesn't, get all over the computer screen or anything. All right, then I'm going to take my honey. Might have to wait a while. It's pretty empty honey. I need to buy some more at the store pretty soon. All right, so I'm just going to put in a teaspoon. And if you can see that, it came out of the teaspoon a lot easier than if it would just had just the honey. All right, so we're gonna mix. Mix, mix, mix. And then what you're gonna wanna do is taste it. So take one of those spoons, taste it. Mmm. I think I want it just a little bit sweeter. So I'm gonna spray one more time and do 1 more teaspoon of honey. Now if you taste it again and you still don't like it, add 1 more teaspoon, because 3 teaspoons equal 1 tablespoon. But I think this will be enough. So let me just fill the teaspoon 1 more time. This is my second, in case you're already lost count. All right. All right, mix that up again. Use a different spoon, because otherwise you're getting your germs all in there. And that's okay if you're just eating it all yourself, but I mean, you're sharing, hopefully with your family, or maybe with others, and they don't need your germs in there. All right, so here's my clean spoon. All right, I'm gonna taste it. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so again, if you don't like how sweet it is, I mean, if it's not sweet enough, I should say, add 1 more teaspoon of honey. If you think that's good, then I'm going to scrape it and put it in my bowl. Because again, I'm going to wash this bowl. As you can tell, this is my favorite bowl. So I'm just scraping it all in there and plopping it in the bowl. All right. And then I'm just gonna put this in the fridge too, just because I want it to stay kind of cool, not get too warm. All right. By the way, I should probably show you how I wash dishes, huh? All right. So hold on, we're going on a field trip. Taking you over by the sink. Okay, so I used just a little bit of liquid dish soap, hot water. Hot water is the best. And then, of course, just a dish rag. All right, so then I'm just going to quickly wash my spatula. Looks pretty clean. Rinse it off, of course. All right. Washing my favorite bowl. By the way, you should always do the dishes after you're done cooking. Because, you know, your parents don't want to come home to dishes in the sink and oh my goodness, you made all this food and you didn't clean up after yourself? What? All right. And then I just have a drying towel just to make sure that we don't get any extra water in there. All right. Bowl is dry. And of course you can always air dry, but I'm using it right away, so I have to dry it right away. All right, and a clean, dry spatula. All right, back. Okay, whew. So our last one is the strawberry dip. So you're gonna wanna have whipped topping. Hopefully you didn't get whipped cream at the grocery store. So whipped topping. And because we've set it out a little bit, it's gonna start thawing and get softer and easier to put in our bowl. So, ooh, mine's not soft enough yet. All right, I'm gonna pause it. Be back with you soon.